Students, you are already familiar with the function in class 11, but there you use only the inbuilt functions or the functions which are available in the modules. For example, int functions, type functions, input functions, range functions, these are the inbuilt functions. And the functions which are available in modules, like for example, math module, that is sqrt, sine, cos, tan, in a string module, that is capitalize, is alpha, is digit, is upper, is lower. So these are the module level functions. But up till now you are not seen how to create this type of function. That is the function which you can create. Such a functions are called the user defined functions, and in this lesson, that is working with functions, you are going to see the same thing, how to create the user defined functions. So before that, let's see what is actually the function is. A function is actually a group of statements stored under a name, or you can say a group of statements packed under a name, and that name is called the functions. So function is a named unit of a group of program statements. It is a subprogram. When you create a function, means you are creating a subprogram under a name, and that name you can make use of wherever you want, means you are making use of the function then. See, let's see with an example. See here I am defining a function which is having the name calc. Okay, and these are the group of statement. Sq is equal to x multiply 2, cube is equal to x asterisk asterisk 3, x, if x modulo 2 equal to 0, return sq, else return q. So what happens, this group of statements I am writing under a name, that is a calc. So this calc is the name of the functions. Okay, in the later sessions I am going to explain you the general syntax of creating the user defined functions, but right now you concentrate on the fundamentals of functions and what is the reasons to use the user defined functions in your code. Let's see with an example. See here, this is the code to compute square and cube of three different numbers. Here I had used a top-down approach to write the Python code. This type of coding you're already familiar with in your class 11. The three numbers whose square and cube I want to calculate, that are a equal to, a equal to 7 and a equal to 12. Here you see the first sq1 equal to a double asterisk 2. This double asterisk, it is a power operator in Python. It means a raised to power 2. Similarly, a raised to power 3. So here it will calculate a raised to power 2 and it will store in sq1. Similarly, here it will calculate a raised to power 3 and it will be stored in cp1. And this print statement, it will print this sq1's value in front of this square. This square will equal to, it will be printed as it is, because it is quoted, it is mentioned in double quotation marks. So in front of that, it will print the value of sq1. Similarly, it will print the value of cb1 in front of cube. Now see, next number is a equal to 7. Similarly, here also it will calculate a raised to power 2, that is 7 raised to power 2 and 7 raised to power 3, and that will be stored in sq1 and cb1 respectively, and this print statement will print sq1 and cb1 here. Similarly, for a equal to 12, it will calculate the 12 square and 12 cube, and it will be stored in sq1 and cb1, and that will be printed here. Now here you can see, in this case, see here, from this portion sq1 equal to a double asterisk 2 to print cube equal to cb1. This code is repeated here, here and here. Three times the same code is repeated. Now suppose by mistake, suppose instead of writing a double asterisk 2, I written a multiplied by 2. So instead of calculating the a power 2, it will calculate a multiplied by 2. And suppose the same code from here to here I copied here also. So whatever three places, the same mistakes will get repeated. So when I want to rectify it, I want to rectify this error. What happens? I have to rectify that at three places, here, here, and here. Suppose the same code I copied at 10 places to calculate the square and cube of 10 different numbers. So I have to rectify the error at 10 different places, because the 10 times the same code will be repeated. So how to rectify this and what is the way out? Just see. Suppose if I use, instead of writing this with a, instead of writing the code from top down approach like this, suppose if I make use of functions. See in this case here. I defined a function square underscore cube here, and this is a is the parameter which you are passing to it, and this is the function body from here to here. So this is the function which I am defining, and this code, same code I am writing here. Now here in this code, only one time the same code is written, not the three times. And this is your function body. The function starts here and ends here, and this is your main program from b equal to 2 to here. Now see, in this case I taken first b equal to 2, and here square underscore cube, the same name which I used here, I am using here to call the functions. So I'm calling these functions from here, and I'm passing the value of b, that is 2, to a. So the value of a will become 2, and it will calculate 2 raised to power 2 and a cube a raised to power 3, and that values will be stored in sq1 and cb1 respectively, and this print statement will print sq1's value and cb1's. After executing the last statement of the function, the control will come back to the next statement after the function call is here. Function call is here, so it will come here after executing the last statement of the functions. So it will take b equal to 7 now, again to call the functions. Now the value of b, that is 7, is passed to a. It will calculate 7 raised to power 2, 7 raised to power 3, that will be stored in sq1 and cb1 respectively, and it will print in, it will print, this print will print sq1 here and cb1 here. After executing this last statement, it will come back to the next statement after the function call is here. Now it will take b equal to 12 and square cube, again you are calling, again you are passing the value of b 12, and it will be assigned to a. It will calculate 12 square and 12 cube, and it will be printed here and here. Okay, after executing the last statement, there is no further function call, the program is over. Now we can compare both this code, the code here without using user defined function, and the code which are by using user defined function. You can see the length of this program and the length of this program. Now here you are rectifying the error by mistake. Suppose here a into 2, a into at three places. But suppose if I make the mistake here a into 2, so for all these three numbers, b equal to 2, b equal to 7, b equal to 12, instead of calculating square, it will calculate a multiplied by 2. So how many places I have to correct the error here? Only at one place here. Instead of writing a into 2, I will correct here a double asterisk 2. So here three places you have to correct, here only one place you have to correct. So in this case, the error debugging is very easy, and that we have to do at only one place, not at the 10 places or 100 places as is the case with this code. Here the length is also very shortened. One more advantage is what, in this case when you are using the functions, you have to deal with the, you have to deal with the code only at one place, not at the three places, here, here and here. Only one place you have to deal with the function code. So this is the advantage of the using the functions. Let's summarize it. So what is the reason to use the function? First, it makes program handling easier as only a small part of the program is dealt with at a time. That is a function. Another is it reduces the program size, as you have already seen that one. It makes program more readable and understandable. So when you write the functions, the length decreases, so it becomes more understandable and readable. Lengthy programming, it is always difficult to read and understand. Function makes the program compact, and that way it makes it more understandable and readable. It makes debugging of program fast and easy, as you have seen already. If the program is lengthy and the same code you are getting repeated, suppose 10 places, so 10 places you have to remove the error instead. But if you are using the function, you have to remove the error at only one place. So debugging of program fast and easy. Another, it facilitates creation of user defined modules. Just like you have already seen the inbuilt modules like map modules, string modules, like this. The same type of modules, you can create your own modules, user defined function. You can say that is a library of library, your own library, where you can create your own user defined functions, and that function can be make use of in any programs. You can import that modules in any program, and you can make use of your user defined functions by importing that modules in that programs. So that's it for today.